Hello, St. Peter's. Here we are on our last chapter book series for the school year. Can you believe how quickly it's gone? We've read some really cool books this year. I hope you've enjoyed following along with me, and I hope it's helped you reach some of your AR goals. We're concluding our book, The Case of the Library Monster, today. My friends are here in the library, as usual. Ralph, Magic Monkey, Daisy's hanging out over there, and we have Joy, of course, with her jar of joy, so we can spread our joy when we're all finished reading. Well, we are having Flash Fest this week. It's a whole week of field day. That's pretty cool. So during our specials time, you're all going to the Flash Fest. So I hope 3rd and 4th graders, you're watching this so you can finish up. You can earn 2 more AR points. If you've listened closely as I've read through the entire book and you listen carefully now for the conclusion, as soon as we're done reading it, you can take the quiz. It's called The Case of the Library Monster by Dori Butler. Okay, I'll put it up close. You can copy it down and take that quiz. Now, if you remember last week, we found out so many things. We know that Maya had the key to that room, but the teachers don't know it and the principal doesn't know. Buddy discovered because he saw her hang the key back up, right? We still don't know what happened to the mice. We still don't know where the blue-tongued skink is, but Buddy keeps sniffing it. So hopefully he'll find it today and we will have a wonderful conclusion to our mystery. We've got a couple mysteries going on in this story. So sit back, relax, take a load off as we read the conclusion to The Case of the Library Monster. We'll start with chapter 9. Chapter 9 is called Before It's Too Late. Oh, you have to find the blue tongue, Buddy, Mouse says. You have to find him before he eats Felix, Freckles, and Fluffy. Oh, I know, I say. But how can I do that when there's a gate in Mom's office? Can you jump over the gate? Mouse asks. Maybe, I say. Oh, but Mom will chase me. The whole school will probably chase me. Oh, then you'll have to find Blue Tongue before they catch you, Mouse says. Oh, where could Blue Tongue be? I've seen him in the library. I've seen pieces of his skin in the hall by the main door. Oh, but that doesn't mean I'll find him in the library or in the hall. Where would I go if I were loose? In a school. I'd go where the food is, the lunchroom. But Blue Tongue is a reptile. He might go someplace different. I think back over everything I know about blue-tongued skinks. Maybe I know something that will help me find him. Here's what I know. Their skin comes off in little pieces. They like to hide. They need light, and they need heat because they can't control their own body temperature. 11 minutes ago, I was worried about the mice. Now I'm worried about Blue Tongue too. What if the school isn't warm enough for him? Oh, what will happen to him if he gets too cold? I have to find him before it's too late. Oh, where is the warmest place in the school? I wonder as Mom and I make our way toward the office the next day. If Blue Tongue is smart, he'll be hiding in a very warm place. We walk past a heater, but there isn't any air blowing out of it. Hey, I think I smell Blue Tongue. I also smell pancakes, sausage, butter, and maple syrup. I love pancakes, sausage, butter, and maple syrup. They're my favorite foods. But I smell Blue Tongue too. Really, I do. I think he's in the cafeteria with the kids who are eating breakfast. I pull Mom towards the cafeteria. Whoa, Buddy, she says, holding tight to the leash. Where are we going? In here. Hi, Mrs. Keene. Hi, Buddy. A bunch of kids wave to us from the tables. I don't think Blue Tongue is in here exactly, but he could be in the kitchen. where there's even more pancake, sausage, butter, and maple syrup. I give my leash a hard tug and pull it out of Mom's hand. Then I race toward the kitchen. Buddy, Mom calls, hurrying after me, but I'm faster than she is. No dogs in the kitchen, one of the cooks says. She claps her hands and chases me around a big table. Sniff, sniff. I definitely smell Blue Tongue. He's in here somewhere. But where? If I can't catch Buddy, step on his leash, Mom says to the cook. Now they're both chasing me around the table. Hey, a stove is a warm place. Maybe Blue Tongue is over there. I dart under the table and over to the stove. Sniff, sniff. Yes, I smell him. Blue Tongue is under the stove. Oh, I stretch my front paw as far as I can. Oh, but I can't reach him. Come on out of there, I say. You don't belong under the stove. What is that crazy dog doing? One of the cooks asks. Maybe he smells a mouse, the other cook says. Not a mouse, I say, a skink, a blue-tongued skink. Mom snatches my leash and tries to drag me away from the stove, but I won't let myself be dragged away. Not this time. I paw and bite at the stove. Oh, we have to get under there, I tell Mom and the cooks. We have to get that skink. Should we move the stove and see what Buddy is so interested in? One of the cooks asks. Yes, move the stove, I say, backing away a little to give them room. One of the cooks grabs one end. Another cook grabs the other end. They count 1, 2, 3 and pull the stove out from the wall. Careful, I say, peering underneath. Don't squish Blue Tongue. I can see him under there. He isn't squished, but he isn't moving either. What's back there? One of the cooks asks. They both peer over the top of the stove. I don't know, the other cook says. I don't see anything. Oh, that's because he's still mostly under the stove, I say. Excuse me, excuse me. I nose the cooks out of the way and squeeze back behind the stove. Hello? I nudge Blue Tongue with my nose. He doesn't say anything. Are you okay? I ask. I think he's okay. His eyes are open, he's breathing, and his body feels warm against my nose. I nudge him again. All of a sudden, he scoots through that opening between the stove and the counter, and he's out into the kitchen now. A bunch of people in the kitchen scream. And here is a picture. Do you see him way at the bottom? Here he is. He finally came out. Buddy did it. Found that blue-tongued skink. Would you scream if you saw that? I might too. It'd be really startling, wouldn't it? What is it? Yells one of the cooks. I don't know, yells another cook. Someone call Mr. Poe. No, don't call Mr. Poe, I say, squeezing out from behind the stove. I take off after Blue Tongue. I'll catch him. He may be fast, but I'm faster. I chase Blue Tongue across the kitchen and into the lunchroom where all the kids are eating breakfast. Blue Tongue stops, turns, and scurries along the wall. I stay with him all the way to the corner. Now he's stuck. I got him, I call over my shoulder. Hey, Buddy's got something, one of the kids says. What does he have? Someone else asks. A bunch of kids surround me. Whoa, what is that? In the distance, I hear somebody whisper, oh no, it's Fluffy. Who do you think that was? Maybe Maya. Chapter 10, Questions and Answers. Fluffy? Who said that? Maya? She and Alex are standing at the edge of the crowd, shushing each other. I stare at Blue Tongue. This is Fluffy? Fluffy isn't a mouse? He's a blue-tongued skink? Well, who would name a blue-tongued skink Fluffy? Well, who would name a big black dog Mouse? There's no understanding humans sometimes. So what about Felix and Freckles? Felix and Freckles must not be mice either. Are they blue-tongued skinks too? Is there more than one blue-tongued skink in this school? What have you got there, buddy? Mom asks, making her way through the crowd. Mrs. Warner and Mrs. Argus are right on her heels. Oh, Mom says when she sees what I have. What is that thing? It's a blue-tongued skink, Mrs. Warner says. She picks Fluffy up and cradles him in her arms. Several kids crowd in to pet him, even though he doesn't have any fur. Where did he come from? Mrs. Warner asks. Well, Buddy found him in the kitchen, Mom says. I don't know how he got there. I turn to Maya and Alex. I don't know exactly how Fluffy got here either, but I can tell by the way Maya is biting her lip and Alex is shifting his weight from one foot to the other that they both know something about all of this. I wonder if this is what Maya was hiding in the furnace room. But why would she hide a blue-tongued skink in the furnace room at school? What are you going to do with them, Mrs. Warner? One of the kids asked. Call animal control, Mrs. Argus says, wrinkling her nose. Whatever it is, it clearly doesn't belong here. I think you should put him in the library. Yeah, put him in the library, several kids suggest. I've got an empty aquarium in my classroom, one of the teachers says, slipping away from the crowd. You can put him in there until you decide what to do with him. Thank you, Mrs. Sobel, Mrs. Warner calls after her. She turns to the rest of the group. I'm not going to call animal control. This guy must belong to someone. I'll place a lost and found ad in the newspaper and see if anyone claims him. Mrs. Sobel returns with an empty aquarium, and Mrs. Warner carefully sets Blue Tongue inside. I know it's no fun being locked up, I tell Blue Tongue, but trust me, you're better off in there than you are running around loose in the school. The humans will feed you and make sure you stay warm enough. They may even take you out and play with you now and then. I wait for Blue Tongue to thank me for finding him, but he just sticks his skinny blue tongue out at me. There's a picture of that as well. There he is in the aquarium, sticking his tongue out at Buddy. It's pretty big, actually, in the aquarium. The bell rings. Mrs. Warner carries the aquarium away. The kids all go to their classes, and Mom takes me to the office. I go over to my pillow, turn around, and plop down. Oh, it's been a busy morning. I should be happy. I found Fluffy before he got too cold. I also have answers to a lot of my questions. I know what the blue-tongued monster is. He's a blue-tongued skink. I think I know where he came from. I think Maya was hiding him in the furnace room. And if I'm right about that, then I can also guess why Maya took the key out of that case. Because she was hiding Felix, Freckles, and Fluffy in the furnace room. But there are still a lot of things I don't know. Why did Maya hide a blue-tongued skink in the furnace room? What about Felix and Freckles? And what are they? Are they blue-tongued skinks too? Where are Felix and Freckles? How did Fluffy get from the furnace room to the library? And what about the mice Jazzy heard Maya talking about? And Bob, the reptile guy, is missing some mice, so where are the mice? And why didn't Maya tell anyone Fluffy belongs to her? And here is the thing I'm wondering about most. Did I solve the case of the library monster or not? Later on, Mrs. Warner comes into the office. She knocks on Mom's door. Look what somebody left on my desk, she says, holding up a piece of paper with typed words on it. Mom looks up from her computer. A note? What does it say? Mrs. Warner reads, Dear Mrs. Warner, thank you for finding Fluffy. If you go in the girls' bathroom by Mrs. Nixon's room, you'll find Fluffy's friends Felix and Freckles. I got them from a friend who moved away. I thought my mom would let me keep them, but she said they couldn't be in the house. So I found a new place to keep them, a secret place. But then they all escaped. I found Felix and Freckles right away, but I didn't know where Fluffy was until Buddy found him. I don't think the secret place is a good place for lizards. Can you please keep them in the library? Then everyone can enjoy them. Signed, Anonymous. Mom says. I went into that bathroom, Mrs. Warner says. There was another aquarium with 2 lizards in it and a box with some baby mice for food. Remember, Bob the reptile guy was missing a box of baby mice. Mom leans back in her chair and frowns. I wonder if the person who left the note also took Bob's mice. I bet Maya took the mice so she could feed the skink and the lizards. Probably, Mrs. Warner says. We should call Bob and tell him. Yes, Mom agrees. Do you have any idea who could have left the note? Any idea at all? The note is typed. Mrs. Warner hands the paper to Mom. I don't think we'll ever know who left it. I know who left it. Maya did. Well, I don't mind keeping the lizards and the skink in the library if it's okay with you, Mrs. Warner says. It's fine with me, Mom says. I just wish I knew who wrote that note. And I wish I knew what secret place they were talking about. I know where the secret place is. The furnace room. I also know what Felix and Freckles are, and I know why Maya and Alex kept them hidden in the furnace room. Because she wasn't allowed to keep them at home. I have a feeling we're never going to find answers to those questions, Mrs. Warner says. Probably not, Mom says. Probably not, I agree, because no one ever listens to the dog. I think it's safe to say that I've solved the case of the library monster. I wonder if there's anything else hidden in the furnace room. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. But that will have to be a case for another day. One more picture of Buddy before we say goodbye to him. Well, that was a very interesting story. Now, these are from the Buddy files, if you liked it. There are more cases in the Buddy files. The case of the lost boy, the case of the mixed up mutts, the case of the missing family, and the case of the fire alarm. So if you like any of those, I don't have those in my library yet, but you could check your public library and check them out to do a little summer reading, right? All right. I enjoyed that story. I'm glad Buddy finally got all of his questions answered. Did you think Felix, Freckles, and Fluffy were all lizards, like the blue-tongued skink? Or did you think those were the missing mice? I know when I was reading to you in the class, a lot of you thought those were probably the mice. So that was kind of a surprise for us, wasn't it? That they all ended up being the lizards from the boy who moved away. That was a nice story. What do you say we spread some joy? Then I'll remind you about your AR test. All right. What are we going to do today, Joy? How will we spread our joy? Let's find out. We have so many ways in here now. Let's see what it says. Sing to someone. It's another Delaney one. Sing to someone. You could sing, it's a happy sunny day, making up a song to sing to your friend. See, I just made up a song. You can sing a song that you know. You could sing a song that you both know, and then you'll both be singing together. What a fun way to spread some joy. Sometimes as soon as you start singing, everyone else wants to sing along, right? Try that for spreading some joy. That's kind of fun. Actually, I have a story about that for you. So today, when I was doing lunch duty, the kindergartners all started singing the ABC song. Just started singing it all together because they felt like they needed to sing. It was pretty cool. The whole class just sang it. Maybe your whole class can start singing a song. I don't know, but it'll certainly spread some joy. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of our chapter book series for this year. Now, over the summer, I am going to put up some videos starting June 14th for our summer reading program. And kids in grades kindergarten through preschool through second grade will get a flyer. Everyone is welcome to join. I will be reading some picture books and we'll be doing some fun activities and crafts. That begins June 14th. It will be every Monday and Wednesday for 8 weeks in the summer. So remember, go take that quiz. The Case of the Library Monster by Dori Butler. It is worth 2 AR points. And I know this is your last week to get your goal. So if you need to go back and listen to some chapters so you can be reminded of the book, go ahead and do that. And if not, and you're ready to go ahead and take that quiz. All right, boys and girls, we're going to spread our joy with some singing today. We read a great story. I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and happy summer. And maybe I'll hear from you when you comment on my videos over the summer. All right, and until next time, boys and girls, keep spreading your joy.